Yup. Welcome back. Yet again, another video. Today we got Complex. Y'all know we react to Complex every once in a while. We got the Talil last time. Every time somebody goes up to buy some shoes, every once in a while they do a reaction. This time around, they got India Love. Yeah, India Love talking about DDG, Duke Dennis, etc. I don't know, but as well as Drake. But yeah, we met her. I think in Streamer University, I think it was, and yeah, made it to Complex. So go ahead and watch this reaction right here. See what it's about. I think it's like a little podcast kind of thing. So yeah, just get ready for that ahead of time. All right, let's do this shit. Hey, why is it nobody? Just mute it. Oh yeah.
Embodies LA and 60 with Speedy. And today I am joined by one of the pioneers of women on the internet in general. India Love is here.
Hey.
India, how are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here. I know you're only in town for a little while, but how have you been enjoying New York so far?
I love New York. It's so hot out here right now. I'm very shocked, but I love it here.
It feels like the Valley in
Yes.
August or some shit like that.
Yes, it does. I love
Shout out to the White Ups, by the way.
people from New York too. I love y'all slang. I love the culture. I just love New York in general. It's very rare because I'm really a West Coast girl, but I love New York too.
Everything that I have seen of you very much embodies LA and West Coast culture. So the fact that you enjoy New York
Yes.
means a lot to us here. I alluded to it, but you're like one of the first people I saw that was like an influencer per se. And in a lot of ways, you grew up on the internet. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you kind of were raised by the net?
Yes, I do. It has been a bittersweet like life and lifestyle, but I learned how to get balance with both. I do feel like I kind of was raised on the internet, by the internet, and it's so to speak, but it's something that I kind of like learned to navigate through, I guess.
I will say, I think you do a good job at the way you stream, etc. Right, the way you deal with everybody, because typically when you start, people do a lot, but maybe she has been around for a long time. Like I said, I met her streamer university. Don't know what she did beforehand, honestly, but by her saying that she grew up on the internet makes me think that maybe she had parents that did this, or she's been doing this since she was younger. I'm not sure, honestly, but we'll find out more, I guess.
You can say.
It seemed like Tumblr was like the first time I had seen you. Is that where this all started at?
Yes, it did. It started on Tumblr. I had a MySpace, but I wasn't like super known there. It started on Tumblr. Organically, just taking pictures of my sister, not even having a thought to go viral or have like these like super known pictures, but just being a young teenager liking to take pictures.
Okay, I respect that. I don't know what Tumblr is, to be honest.
That's really where it came from. It was all organic. I never had a plan. I just wanted to be the cool girl that had cool pictures. That's all.
Do you remember one of the first times you posted some shit that really went? Like a picture that like kind of helped spark all of this?
Help spark? No, but I do know a picture that like I didn't even think was gonna go so viral or people like really love. It's like a picture when I had on like cool grade 11s in front of my dad's garage, smiling with a
Shout out to the Jordans out there in the world.
bun on
Yes,
top of my
sir.
head. But a lot of people know that aesthetic, that me.
What's real and original?
I will say, Jordans, man, Jordans. Wow, Jordans have been year after year they come out. I don't ever keep them for myself. I do buy and sell a lot of Jordans, but yeah, Jordans have definitely been a thing where it's like you have it and you'll never have an issue getting rid of them, to be honest. Like if you're trying to get into the sneaker business, buy yourself some Jordans on release day. Cause sheesh.
Like, no, you better not. And I kind of just bit the bullet one day and just went for it. My middle name is Love. It really just was a random thought of mine, like an open face heart. It's kind of my staple though. A lot of people like know me for that. I've inspired a lot of girls to get that, so it's probably my favorite tattoo, honestly. It's my heart, so.
It's a big commitment to get a face tattoo. Were you
Yeah.
nervous about it?
I
Were
was
you
only
just like,
nervous.
fuck it?
Well, I will say the heart looks nice. The heart isn't too crazy. It's red, it's subtle. but it is a big commitment to have a face tattoo because it's like at a job, you know, you're looked at a certain type of way no matter what. I think so. It's like it's a toughie for sure. It's a tough one for sure.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. But I only was a little nervous to show my parents because I know my mama don't play that. My dad, he was gonna be upset too. But I was grown. I am grown, so I just made the decision on my own. But I just didn't want to disappoint them.
What did
That's
they
all.
say when they
Respect
seen
that.
it?
They weren't as mad because it's not like bulky or but I do have like 3 on my face now. But
What are the other ones?
it's just a little star right
Okay, I
here,
see
and
it.
then this one is pain and love upside down. It's like one word. It's a word.
That's how I never noticed these two.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is like your staple. Everybody
Yes.
knows you for having that.
Yeah.
Growing up, you're from Compton originally. But you went to high school in
Corona, yes.
Santiago High School.
Santiago High School.
Is it the Sharks? Is that what it is?
Yes, Santiago Sharks.
What was high school India like?
High school India was super popping on the internet, but my high school peers did not know that I was like famous, I guess, on the internet or known. So it took them to like maybe 11th grade, 12th grade for them to realize like, oh shit, like she's like, blowing up on the internet. But during school, I wasn't really a
So you've been doing this for a little while now, from what I'm noticing. I didn't know honestly that you've been doing the whole social media stuff for a long time. I gotta tap in, as they say, cause yeah, I had no idea. Honestly, had no idea.
scholar. I was more so worried about what I had on, being cute. I won best dress, so there's that. I had a good high school experience. I went with my sister for a couple years, my sister Crystal. But yeah, it was cool.
Hold on, give me a second, guys. I gotta take care of something real quick. All right, cool.
You were popping on the internet already at this time. Is it
Yes.
true that there would be times when you would like leave and go host clubs for like
Yes.
5K on the weekends and then come back?
Yes, I definitely did. 11th grade year, going into 12th grade, and then super in 12th grade year. I
You was making that money then. Sheesh, in high school making 5K for a night. That's impressive. I don't think I've ever made 5K on anything ever in my life.
definitely was leaving Friday.
Ever. Like the most that I've made on the car is probably $2,000.
Go to the club Saturday, come back Sunday, or if it was a Sunday hosting. But it was definitely a shocker for me because, like, first of all, I wasn't even, 21 yet, but I was still getting booked for lounges and just different areas, and people really was fucking with it. So I was definitely blessed in high school, too.
You was getting money already at an early age.
Even getting paid on Instagram, I was still getting paid. I was going to Western Union at Albertsons, getting paid, coming back, sharing the wealth with the family.
So smart lady. I honestly, once again, I had no idea. I'm playing this video real quick. I gotta. Good morning, boys.
Now.
Is that the neck? All right, cool. And yeah, I had no idea. Like I said, but shout out to you for making the money back then, because then you kind of get used to it once you start making money on the internet, I think. But Instagram paying you, never made money on IG either.
Family. That
Do you
type of
remember,
shit.
I'm
like-
behind, honestly. I'm realizing like I'm just behind because I've been doing Instagram, I've done TikTok, I've done Instagram, I've done Snapchat, like actual content, posting every day, and still nothing. And like YouTube, I've done YouTube for like 10 years now, and like still nothing, not a single dollar. The only platform I've ever made money on is Twitch. Twitch I have made money on. I went crazy streaming on Twitch, and that's the only platform I've ever made any money on. And yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's sad. Honestly, it is sad that you try to do something to change your life, this and that, but it takes so long to try to get to, hey, can this actually pay the bills for me, right? And a lot of times you have to stop or quit because, so it's tough. Currently at the moment, I'm taking a chance. I don't have a job. I'm just this. Well, I got the dealership. I sell my own little cars here and there, but no job, just focused on this 100% and actually try to make it this year because it's tough, yo.
How much bread you was making at that time? Like for an Instagram post in 2000
What's real and original is in your bones. Nothing's private.
I remember they would do like, they would charge on TikTok. They would charge on TikTok to like post music, posting things like that, so that could have been that,
2000.
That's good for
Um,
back then.
especially
and as
for
a
high
high school
school,
student,
yes,
yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, I was
$2,000?
booming for sure.
It seems kind of like, from my perspective, you're entering a new era, a new chapter.
Yes.
And it's the content creation space on the streaming side.
Yes.
How did this all come about? The first time I saw you kind of in this space was at the Streamer University. Was that like the foray into this?
The first initial one was I did a Taco Tuesday with DDG and came onto his stream, but I already made me a Twitch account. I just didn't stream at all yet. So from the Taco Tuesday, Streaming University happened maybe like if a month or a little less after that. And from there, it catapulted everything like tremendously. So shout out to Kai Snap, because if it wasn't for him, I don't know if my streaming career would have been as huge as it is so quickly, I guess.
Yo, Kai, you do things, bro. I'm trying to tell you some good shit, bro. You have that effect now. Like, you have that effect. And just shout out to you for everything you did. Not just for her, but for everybody that you did it for, bro. Just did it for Ray, did it for Ty Lil. Literally, you're opening the door for, like, the next wave of streamers. It's crazy.
You could say, so.
Do you enjoy this? Are you fucking with it?
I love it. I love it so much because I never really got a chance to showcase my personality. I mean, I did reality shows, but it's a lot of editing. I've done little stuff here and there, but like me being just a pretty picture, I was getting tired of that. Like I was just bored with figuring out new ways to model and brand ambassador and this, that, and third when I was trying to get into the YouTube world, but then it takes like so much editing and just a lot of that. So having a platform where you could just be raw, uncut, you can't hide it, you can't fake it, it's all live. It gives people the opportunity to really see raw, uncut personalities and like just how people are and how they go about their days for real.
Would you guys be interested in, like, IRL streaming? So let me know.
Like the real way, not like, you know, the edited version.
Yeah. All right. And so this is something, it seems
I
like.
worry because it's like, I mean, my IRL streaming is going to be sitting down right here, right? But I guess I would just game more and do other things in the meantime. I'm not sure.
You've been taking it very, very seriously.
Yes.
But let's talk about the Streamer University for a second. How would you categorize that experience? Like, what were some of the highlights? What were the lowlights? What was the vibes like?
It was such a dope experience because I feel like it just captured what today's world is turning into, which is like this content-driven, we all should work together to, you know, be bigger and better. It was just a positive space for people to grow and to learn from each other, whether it was like the big streamers and the little streamers, everybody helping each other out. It was very like, we were all in sync. We were a unit and we were having fun. It was genuine fun. Like, yes, I was working because I was a professor, but at the end of the day, it was so much fun. And a lot of people that were there got way more inspired and just, you know, a better vision and better way to go about streaming. Cause like, you could just ask any questions. Kai was like walking down every hallway every day. He was very selfless in the sense of just making sure everybody was good. People's internet was lagging. He was like helping out with that, very hands-on. So that gave us the comfort and like, you know, willingness to like want to really go up. And we were
W Kai, man. W Kai. Let's clap it up for that man right there once again. Can't wait to meet that guy.
going up. We
I
loved
see.
it, yes.
Did you know a lot of those streamers beforehand? Or
I knew
were
a
you like-
handful. I
Okay.
knew a handful, like personally, but a lot of people that I knew just started streaming as well.
Yeah.
Ben the Don's one person. There's a lot of people that I've known for years that weren't streaming or was doing a different YouTube or something of that sort, just started kind of at the same time I did. So it was like all kind of like learning together, but still it's been like a surprise to me on how well it's going, to be honest, because
What's real and original is in your bones. Nothing's
So what she just said there, like being a surprise to the how well it's going, honestly, like I do understand it, but I think that it's gonna continue. I think that it's gonna continue to I think it's gonna continue to go up as long as you keep the content going. There's no reason for it not to. In content that I've seen, most people kind of go upward, unless you do something really, really silly to mess it all up. But for the most part, people go up, you know, little by little. Yeah, everybody goes up. So just keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right.
gave me the platform to do that, I would say.
So it's going better than you anticipated.
It definitely is, yeah.
It's happening super fast.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Are you like nervous about it because it's happening so quick, or does it?
I remember A Boogie answering the same thing. He was like, "It's happening so fast. I feel like I made it already, and I ain't even started yet." I remember that was his exact response.
Just feel right.
People don't understand. It's like real life entertainment. Like we have to sit there and entertain whoever is in that chat. So yes, we're gonna like overly do things or like just make sure that our viewers are entertained, so to speak. So it's a task for sure, and it takes creativity. It takes a lot of consistency, but it's something that is very much worth it, I feel like.
Yeah, a lot of it seems like you're having to entertain, and it's like a live show in a lot of ways. And I think sometimes y'all do a good job of like, you know, playing things up to the camera a bit and like entertaining. So I want to talk about some moments that happened at Streamer University.
Okay.
The first one was like the origin of this "my ball" shit that I keep hearing. What can you tell me about like "my ball" and like where it came from?
W host, W questions. I like the way he kind of introduced that because that was a really, really big term in Streamer University. I think you know, but the way you asked it, it's a nice way for us to understand it.
So it definitely originated from DDG. He was, you know, I was caught in the phrase as it was going around. So I really didn't know the prime definition until I was supposedly somebody's ball. Then I'm like, wait, what does that mean? But that's just a playful term that this generation really loves, thanks to DDG. But if I could give it a definition, it would just be like, that's mine. That's my girl. That's my little ooh-wop. That's just, you know, that belongs to me. And some.
Not the ooh-wop.
So.
How did it feel being a part of the origin of it? Like, the first time I heard it was kind of about you in a lot of ways, and now it's a phrase that everybody's saying.
Yeah, I think it's flattering.
You're the original ball.
I am the original ball, I guess you could say, but I'm really the coach. I'm not nobody's ball.
He kind of tried to slide that in there. He was like, "You're like the original ball."
Like, I'm definitely the coach.
So you're like overseeing the playing,
yes,
but you're not actually the ball.
No, yes. But I'll take the phrase is a cool phrase. It's funny. I like it. I don't take no offense to it. A lot of people, like girls, like, I'm not your ball, but it's just it's just a cute, cool little phrase. I fuck with it. But I am not anybody's ball, just to clear it up.
Period. Another moment was Deshae being musty.
Whew.
Was he really boofing like that? Like it was crazy, or was that just like some fun banter on the internet?
I plead the fifth.
What's real and
It's true, yeah.
original is in your bones, not inspired by some famous face.
He said, "I plead the fifth. If somebody plead the fifth, it's because you stink, motherfucker. Stop stinking."
Shay.
But you know, to his defense, I'm sure, was it warm in there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what really bothered me the most was the fact that we were sponsored by Tone, which is Kai Cenat's brand with his AMP.
How are you sponsored by Tone? And you ain't washing your ass. That's crazy. You making Kai look
crew
bad.
And that's deodorant and like it was all decked out in our dorm and in the restroom. So I don't really give it an excuse for like it being hot. It was accessible for him at any moment, and I just feel like I caught the wrong whiff.
I caught the wrong whiff. Yo, W plug with Tone. I don't know if you know, but you didn't plug that in there. We appreciate that. Thank you for the sale.
So I'm
caught the wrong whip is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we've all had tough days.
Yeah, of course. I'm musty sometimes, like, but I take care of it. Of course, I work out, so it's just like, you know, you catch it and then you make sure you fix it.
Why he sound so interested in the must? He said, "Are you?"
Yeah, you just handle it.
Exactly.
At the end of Streamer University, Drake got on there and said like, congratulations to everybody, but he singled you out in a way and just said, you know, you'll always be his dog. Were you surprised to hear that? Did you expect to hear?
No, it definitely shocked me. I was over there like, wait, what? I was in the crowd like, everybody's looking at me. I'm like, wait, I didn't really hear it because I was still stuck on the last thing that he said. But I was definitely surprised, and it was good to see and hear from him, make sure, you know, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it cool to like hear that shout out? Or
Hell yeah. I mean, Drake, what the fuck? Of course. But yeah, he's a legend. I appreciated it. It was cute. It was cool.
So I don't know if they know each other. I did hear that. I don't know if maybe they knew each other beforehand or Drake is trying to slide in there somehow, some type of way. But I did hear that, and I did have that question. So again, as a host, W question to be able to clarify that for us, the people watching. So
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah, shout out to Drizzy.
I think right now we're seeing an interesting dynamic in popularity on the internet. I think for so many years, like rappers were like the people that everyone looked at as like leading the charge on like what's cool and who's lit.
now it's streamers for sure.
Yes.
And now it could be like a changing of the tide. But I'm wondering what is India Love's perspective on it. Who do
Because L-Face, by the way, but now rappers want to be like, if you notice, rappers are going to kick to go get that money over there, the deals and things like that, right? And it's like, yeah, that's just how it is.
you think is lit and running shit right now? Is
You got
it
Young Thug, you
is
got
it the
Lil
rappers?
Baby, you
Is
got
it becoming the
Kodak,
streamers? What do you think?
got-
I feel, in my personal opinion, I see for myself that not all, let me take that back. My personal opinion, I feel like most rappers want to stream. A lot of people in every different category, they want to stream because seeing a Kai Cenat and how crazy of an empire he's built and how far he's taken it creative-wise and just like for the people, it's not only inspiring, but it's like on some like, he makes you feel like you could do it too, which you can, everybody can, but it's a good feeling to have someone like Kai leading this generation. I have nephews and nieces who like love him, but he's such a positive influence, a positive role model. He's really setting the lanes for this generation, and it's like so dope to be a part of it. And
Shout out to Kai for that, and I want to say Reggie too. I think Reggie's gonna be a big influence for a lot of people, whether y'all know it or not. In the sense of his creativity, his consistency, his carelessness. I think that Reggie's gonna inspire a lot of people as well. Little Rodney, whatever you want to call him.
to be in it, the streamers are taking over in every category with music, this, that, and the third. I feel like everybody in one way, shape, or form is trying to see about how to stream or if they should or if they want to, which, you know.
What's
And I only encourage everybody to start doing it, right? Like, bro, I streamed for 4 years. Nothing. Right? Like I said, I made a little bit of money on Twitch. Kept going, cool, got a job, and that's that. And yeah, you know, I did it. I streamed on YouTube, GTA. I streamed on Twitch, Counter-Strike. I streamed Call of Duty. I streamed, bro, I streamed so many things, bro. PUBG. I did it for years on years on years, and it's sad because there's like, I don't have anything to prove that. In the sense of like, you have nowhere that you can go to go see those videos, and that's what sucks about Twitch. I don't like Twitch for that reason. And Twitch is cool for your publicity. Twitch is cool, this and that, cool, but it don't save any of your videos. You got to put it on YouTube for you to have any proof that you actually used to stream. So I'm saying all of this now, but you can't go anywhere to prove that. And that's what sucks about Twitch. It's like, you can't go to Twitch right now and be like, oh yeah, let me go check out his streams from 5 years ago. You won't find them, you know? So unfortunately, all you have is this now, the videos that I'm making now, which is cool, but it sucks, you know? It sucks when you like lose all your content in a sense. But you could scroll through here and you could see all the gaming stuff that we've done. Like, we've gone years on years on years on putting out content on this channel. I have another channel as well where I do my music and things like that. And you know, that's all I really got to prove to you guys on the YouTube side. But you know, we ain't stopping. It's just the beginning, right? Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. It sucks that my following on the streaming side wasn't bigger than what it was. I was like a little like, it's a little discouraging for you to go 4 years and like not be able to make a career out of something after 4 years. It's like, damn, I must have really sucked, huh? Hey, it is what it is.
It definitely isn't for everybody.
Nah, for sure.
For sure.
I feel like every other day I'm seeing like a new rapper be on some like, I'm starting my Twitch channel, and a lot of people on the internet are like, all right, like.
It makes sense though, because it's like you have all these people thousands of people just watching you, like that's like for advertisement, for like engaging with the people who really like fuck with you. Like it's just such a different platform, but it's so successful to me. Like I feel a different level of fame. I don't like to say fame, but like I'm way more well known now.
Yeah,
than
for sure.
When just Instagram and Tumblr. I even did like reality shows, and I've did acting before. I have a couple like roles I've done, but nothing has equated or even like anything to Twitch. Like
Yeah.
Twitch is like setting it to a whole nother level.
No, for sure. I mean, you've been lit for a while, but it
Yes.
seems like this is the most famous you've been
Yes,
ever.
I agree.
Are you noticing a difference in who your audience is? Like, do you notice any like a changing of like who's really tapped in?
Yeah, because everybody think I'm old. So I think my new audience is very Gen Z, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's my last year being 20, in my 20s. I'm 29. And I feel like I haven't lived this great of a life since ever. Like I'm really in my prime right now. I really feel like this is like,
Well, I mean, we are young, right? We got 20, then we live our 20s, and then you got 30 and shit like that. We young. We young as shit. And this is beautiful. Just keep it going. Project it to positivity and just keep pushing, man.
my moment to just take off and catapult into like whoever God wants me to be, for real.
Your mom was a Sunday school teacher?
Yeah, she was.
And what was that at all was it Marathoner Church or something like that?
What is it called? Maranatha.
Maranatha Church.
How did you know that? Look at you. Yes, I did. Yeah, that was her church that she did Sunday school, and I was very heavily influenced by my mom and her Christianity and just her faith. So I'm like really, really, really big on God.
I will say that's a W thing that you have is like the whole prayer thing. I thought that was really nice in the school when you did the prayer with all the students and things. Say with Ty Lil, I say the same thing about everybody that does it. Ty Lil has a way of being able to grab everybody and give them that prayer. It's beautiful. You did the same in the school and things like that. So thank you so much for that. You know, we appreciate the religion stuff.
She definitely implanted that with me and all my siblings at a young age. So, and it's really carrying me through life for sure. Like
That's right.
I'm very much driven by what God wants me to do. Even when I mess up, I definitely am still very in tune, have a great relationship with him. So, yeah.
Shout out to the big homie.
Yeah, shout out to the big homie. Thank you, Jesus.
Is it true you used to shoot your shot at a certain point? Like you were a pursuer?
Yes. What do you mean? Is it true? I mean, yeah. I mean, is that a bad thing for a girl?
I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but it is a rarity. I feel like we don't really see. I mean, it depends on who is involved,
Yeah.
but like, it is a bit surprising to hear like you was really out here like, oh, I need that.
Oh yeah, I'm very.
What's real and original is in your bones.
Making money with these ads, yo. Yo, take it easy on the ads, bro. We trying to, you know, my guys don't like watching ads, yo. I got these guys spoiled. They don't like watching ads. Chill with the ads, yo.
I learned how to build my confidence over time. Like I definitely was not this confident and this sure of myself my whole life. So when I did get to that point where it was like, okay, I know who I am and I'm living in it. I know who I am, so y'all know who I am too. So that means, okay, cool. Like, you know, I'm not afraid to give compliments or to shoot my shot or to say what I need to say. I love to be transparent and open and honest, honestly.
Now you seem like a very complimentary person.
Yes,
like
I am.
I've heard you give compliments. Like you complimented my tracksuit.
Yes, it's nice.
What is like hypothetically like you see something you're like, oh, I need that. Like what's your
In a
move?
guy?
Yeah, like when you are shooting your shot, what's your move?
Am I looking at a page or I'm looking at it in person?
Let's do both.
Okay, so on a page,
You see something, you're like, oh yeah, I need that.
I mean,
You're not cold sliding.
see, look, this is the thing. I was shooting my shot like I need that off looks when that was like a thing. But now I learned that that's not the way to go.
Sure.
1,000%. So now I'm looking for family-oriented people like myself, emotionally, like what is it called?
Emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence is my favorite.
But what's the play like? Okay, those are the qualities you're looking for. You see that in somebody.
Okay.
What's the move? Like, how does India Love get that?
I'm like, what's up?
That's simple.
What's up? He'll be like, what's up? I'm like, where you at? Oh, okay, well, if you're ever in my city, we should go. They usually take it from the what's up.
Right,
I don't have to
you
like.
just spark it.
I spark it,
And then once it sparks, it's up.
It's a flame. Okay.
Whenever the last time you did that was it a success? Did it go?
Yes,
well?
I don't think it's never not been a success.
You're shooting 100% from the field.
Yes.
Maybe you are the coach. This is
I
impressive.
am the coach.
Damn. Shooting 100% from the field? But what does that mean? Like, I get your number? You know, like, I think anybody can do that.
You've never ever missed a shot once.
No, not that I could think of, and I've done plenty of shots
That's
in my
funny.
lifetime.
Good for you.
I get wifey quick, you know, where it's not giving that yet, but it gives
But
that.
you be quick to go wifey route.
Yeah, I am. I think that's just how I was raised to be.
Well, that's a L, I will say, because you say you've never missed a shot. You shot a lot of shots, and you're wifey quick. Those are all bad qualities, because, well, they're not all bad qualities. Let me take that back. That combination sounds like a bad thing, right? Because what you're saying is that I'm nobody's ball, but I've taken a lot of shots, but I've also never missed, but I'm also wifey quick, right? Which means you've been in a lot of relationships, but you're single, you know? So it's like, it's like, kind of like, what's wrong there, you know? It raises a flag of like, what's going on?
Maybe, or like.
Now your parents is like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, literally. So, but it doesn't. That got me nowhere fast. I would tell you that right now. I did that for a lot of people who didn't deserve it and that didn't, reciprocate what I was giving. So it's all a learning process.
For sure.
It's okay.
How much of like what's happening on the internet now with your love life is you like playing into it versus being serious? And what I mean by that is like, like at Streamer University, you like doing the little funny shit with Duke and then like the little funny shit with DDG. Like how much of that is like you just understanding that Twitch is an audience that you have to entertain versus like you being dead ass?
What's real and original is in your bones, not inspired by some famous face.
My man want to know all the juice, honestly. And so those like W questions, because again, like maybe these are questions that the fans did ask. I think he's doing a really good job at answering all the questions that are out there. Fire. Asking all the questions.
On which person or like
Both.
what scenario? I mean, the whole thing with Duke was very much, it just organically happened. That was my first time meeting him, being around him. That's like what it gave, I guess you could say. And then with DDG, it was the same thing, but then also we've known each other for longer. So it's just like, we kind of have a more comfortable understanding of like, we respect each other's boundaries, we're friends, but like we could get flirty and playful because I know he's not in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship, and it's for the entertainment of Twitch and they love it, they eat it up. We have clips, we ship, they edit us, all types of stuff, and I love even watching it, to be honest. So yeah, I think like most of it's entertainment, but a lot of it too is just like organic, cool, like genuine vibes.
So I think the duo that y'all have, you and DDG, could take that really far. I think y'all do really good together as far as chemistry. Same with Agent and Wendy. I think they have good chemistry. And I say that to say like what you just said. The internet eats it up. The internet, this and that, clips it. But you also enjoy yourself watching it, right? And I think the world enjoys watching it because you guys got good chemistry together. You guys don't force it. It's not like a relationship thing. It's just an actual friendship there. And it's awesome. It's nice to see that it is possible to have that.
It's really.
Yeah, like it just be happening.
Yeah.
And when the camera's is there
Cool
to catch
people,
it,
yeah.
they catch it. What are some of your favorite things about DDG?
Some of my favorite things, I think he's a selfless person. I think he pushes a lot of people around him to be the best versions of themselves without wanting or needing anything in return. I love his family. He got a dope family. He's very driven. He's very like, he knows what he wants, and sky's the limit for his life. He don't put no type of like set I don't know what it's called.
Boundary?
Not even boundaries, but like
Parameters, maybe?
yeah, he just overcomes every goal. Like if he has a goal, he does another one, and he doesn't
fire.
stop. So I really commend him for his work ethic
That's fire. Honestly, that right there is kind of cool.
and for being selfless and pushing others around him to be more.
At Streamer University, you said you and Duke caught like a natural vibe when you first met. What are some of your favorite things about him?
I love that he smells good and he's like a chill guy. Like I don't know him too well. That was like the first time we met. We were only around each other for a couple of days, but he definitely gives like a mature man, great looking, great vibes. You know, that type
Cool.
of shit. Cool.
Don't act so cool now because, you know, like, yeah, we remember the whole, yeah.
Shout out to Duke. Shout out to DDG
Yes.
as well. I'm just noticing now this tattoo that says solitary. What's that? What is the?
Well, to me, I got it because I feel like I'm a solitary person. I've not, you know, been my whole life, I haven't had a lot of friends. I never wanted a lot of friends, but I have like 4 sisters and 2 brothers, so I grew up in a big family. I feel like I stand alone. I'm like a one of one. I definitely am a blueprint to a lot of different categories in life, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm just a one of one.
What does that mean? Like you're a blueprint to a lot of categories.
Like I feel like I started a lot of waves in.
What's real and original?
I respect that. People have that. Like, there's certain people that could do that with like dressing. Some people that could do that with music. There's certain people that could do that with art. Certain people like Kai and that just naturally have it with content. Kai, you can't be Kai, honestly. At the moment, Kai is just super creative. He's just always a step ahead. He's always innovating somebody. So, an innovative person, I think, is what you're trying to say with the whole blueprint thing.
You know, but a lot of, you know, culture-wise, I wouldn't say like super original, but a lot of things I did start a wave of, I would feel. So a lot of girls started flipping their jeans down and showing their thongs. I think I kind of like started that wave of just something where I love low-rise jeans. Some of my shit was high, so I would flip it down. Shit, what can I think of at the moment? Just being like the it girl, like the baddie, the one that just gave what it's supposed to give. I feel like a lot of that came from me, but I'm not the only one that says that, or I don't really say that about myself. I think, you know, the internet speaks for me when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, respect the pioneer.
Yeah.
Pioneer.
I remember you were making music at one point. You was fucking with will.i.am.
Yes.
You also did some vocals on a Kanye album recently on
did.
Vultures.
Yes.
The name of the song was Keys to My Life. How did that even come about?
It was so random, but so God ordained, really. I just was at, he had a show in Vegas, and then at the after party, it was like a bunch of people in like a hotel suite. And I'm just standing on the wall, just, you know, minding my business with my glasses on. And then he just yells out, India. And it's like, cricket, cricket. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Then he's like, come here. And then he makes me come over there. And he's like, I just want you to say anything. Like, just go for it. But he has this high energy and, like, he's so passionate about it. I was getting really nervous. Like, wait, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say? And then we kind of just came up with that. He said it out loud. And I'm like, okay, how do you want me? I was just so nervous on getting it perfect. And I had to record it in the room while everybody was watching. Everybody was doing their own thing. It was just like a party going on. And he kind of like walked me through it. Timbaland was on FaceTime and kind of like walked me through it too. So that was just kind of like a dream. I was just random. It was so like, I didn't expect it, but.
That's cool. That's kind of like getting an alley-oop on an opportunity. Like, you know, it's not always. And this is the importance of like networking, right? Of just being in the right room at the right time. Because that one song can project her to be an artist one day. You never know.
But it was super dope. Then we did like a lot of shows. I went to Paris and performed. That was like crazy.
Oh, you performed it too?
I performed
That's hard.
it. Yes, it was so great. It was a dope experience.
I feel like because
Too? Honestly, I didn't know you was doing all that.
you've been in this for so long, I don't know if this is true, but a quick Google search says that your net worth is $1 million. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
Do you feel like it's close? Is your lifestyle like kind of close to that?
See, I take care of a lot of my family, so I don't really even see.
What's real and original?
We appreciate that, taking care of the family with the money, right? I think it's everybody's dream to be able to make it to help out the family. I always say that, and to be able to do it is fire. So to be able to do it and actually do it is amazing. Because some people
Full
just
number.
talk.
I do know, even see a lot of like, what's that staple number? I do know that I've made more than that in my life, so I guess that's not as accurate. It's probably higher than that. But I'm very
Net worth is not what you made. Net worth is what you're worth.
like, I don't have what I want yet, like the riches and like the wealth, because I need my family to be up there with me. I can't do it. I can't be the only one, really living unless they're like right here with me.
I love that. That's a beautiful answer. And I say that because like there's some people that make 10 million but only report a million. So it's not like, yeah, you know what I mean.
But it seems like things are trending in the right direction for
Yes.
sure. What has been like the most lucrative for you thus far? Would you say it's like music? Would it be like OnlyFans? Would it be streaming now?
I think OnlyFans was the most lucrative, but
Is it
I
really?
stopped.
Oh, you
Yeah,
off it
I
now?
stopped OnlyFans probably like the beginning of this year.
Why? If it was lucrative, you should have kept running it
It
up.
definitely was lucrative, but I felt like I just didn't like going into these bigger meetings, and like once they hear the words OnlyFans, they kind of just turn the cheek, or like they have a certain perspective about you. Even though my OnlyFans content was very tasteful, it was very artsy. I did it magazine style mostly. Like I was very into making it look art rather than raunchy. So it was like, it benefited me very well, but at the same time,
I don't know what you did on OnlyFans, but I thought OnlyFans was always like the yarn. No?
just am in a different phase in my life. I'm getting older. I have nephews and nieces. I really give a fuck about how they feel about me and what they see about me. And it just kind of like, organically just was like, this doesn't feel right.
For sure.
Yeah,
But it takes a very like conscious and mature decision to like walk away from something that was making you the most bread.
Trust me. Trust me, I know. It wasn't that difficult because I have so much faith in God, and I know like He probably didn't want me to be doing that, and now that I'm not doing that, so I'm gonna get something better.
I love that answer. I feel the same after quitting the job and being here, sitting down in front of you, and you listening to these words. That's what I'm saying now. I have all faith in the world that we're gonna be alright. I know that you're out here supporting me. I know that you're out here showing me love, and if I'm here, you're here. It's for a reason. And yeah, I've learned to not question the things that you do, and the things that you want to do. Just do them, And this is definitely something I want to do. So.
Which streaming obviously
become,
is
yeah.
like, but yeah, it was bittersweet, but it's more so sweet because now I kind of control my own narrative, and people don't have to do like weird shit when it comes to OnlyFans.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you were very early to what feels like the influencer game. You were one of like the first, it seems.
Yes.
Where do you think like the influencer space is going now? So many people have become influencers. Do you feel like there's still room for everyone to become it? Or do you feel like maybe we're kind of like leaning away from the influencer space now? What do you think their future looks like?
What's real and original?
Leaning away from the influencer, I think it's only gonna get bigger. The internet, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna make a lot less money, right? Because everybody's doing it. That's what's gonna happen. Now the demand is not gonna be like us humans. We do a good job at ruining things, right? Not taking advantage of stuff while they're there and then ruining it. And unfortunately, I think what's gonna happen is just a lot more people. A wave of people are gonna come. The demand is not gonna be as high, and less people are gonna watch it, or that type of something is gonna make less money, and then it's gonna switch to something else. Music was the thing. Now I believe it's like streaming, and then eventually it'll be something else, maybe AI. Who knows? But
Right now, this world is so personality driven to where like it's not about a picture anymore. That doesn't cut it. It's not about nothing but like they want to know who you are, buy into you, see if you're relatable, see if you're like them or like someone in their family. I think that kind of like content is taking over the world right now. So stuff like live streaming on Twitch and like doing things that is more so raw, live, uncut is like what is feeding the viewers these days, because it's so easy to edit, it's so easy to make things look like things. But when you have somebody that's live that you could just see in real time and real action.
It is not easy to edit, and that is the reason why we've struggled so much to bring the clips from streaming over to YouTube. What's easy to do is pay somebody to edit once you have the money to do it.
I feel like that is slowly, but not really slowly, it's very surely taking over like the whole social media world, I guess you would say.
But I do understand what you're saying with we do want the live versus where you can just manipulate the narrative.
It takes more now than just like a
Yes,
baddie in a picture.
exactly.
To like really get
It definitely
there.
takes more now, for sure. Mhm.
Well, my final question for you, what do you think the future looks like for India Love? Like, where do things go from here?
For India Love, that's a great question. The future for me looks like, shit, everywhere you look, you see me. Like, I want to be on every storefront, every billboard, my own businesses too. That's like really important to me. It's like this year is to blossom the businesses that I have, you know, in the works to actually come to flourish.
That's one thing I don't see any influencer do. Honestly. AMP did it with Tone, but for the most part, like that could be the next wave. Influencers opening up their own businesses. Like that's something that like I've been on my own business for the longest time. I sell Funko Pops, sell clothing, I sell sneakers, I sell, and that's just one business, right? But I'm a salesman, right? I like to sell things. I like to buy them cheaper and I like to sell them for more money. And it's just how I'm able to pay my bills. That's how I've always learned it. I'll explain my reasonings in another time, in another video. But it's always been the one thing that I can rely on to be able to stay afloat is buy something for a set price and sell it for something else. Price arbitrage. That's always been what I've been good at. I don't know why, but it's my strength. So I focus on it, I don't know any other thing at the moment.
Inspiration and be here, because I have a lot of ideas. My biggest thing is like I don't execute as much as I should. So this year I'm definitely locking down on just being the businesswoman I'm supposed to be, making sure that my family has financial freedom as well as myself. Being being a real influencer though. I take my influence very serious. Like I said, I care about the girls that look up to me and what they see and like what they feel like is the cool thing to do. Like I'm not trying to be out here promoting relationships and like that wasn't a good thing to say because of that, but like
Yeah.
I was
with you until that part right there.
No, I get it, but like I'm not into like being in a relationship. Like I'm really into figuring out and having a real foundation with a person and knowing them for longer. Like I did it wrong a lot of years in my life to where like I don't really know who a person is until a year or two into being around them and getting to know them. So kind of like making this phase in my life, knowing who I am and like pressing that envelope, blossoming, my businesses, my family, stuff like that.
Word.
Yeah.
But eventually world domination, storefronts,
Exactly.
billboards,
World
and India
domination.
Love everywhere.
Exactly.
Well, India, I appreciate you. Congratulations
you.
on all the success.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see where things go from here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. That was very nice. W Podcast. Shout out to Complex for like incorporating what they incorporate nowadays, like with the podcasting on top of the sneaker stuff. I think that's kind of cool. I appreciate y'all so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. That was a cool one, I think. A lot of information I know you guys wanted. But I'm out of here, my boys. I appreciate you as always. Please be sure to lend a helping hand. 2 hands are better than 1. 3 is always going to be better than none. Stay safe out there. God bless every single last one of you guys. Much love. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night, guys.